Awesome. All right. Well, I think we're online. Sorry for the delay, folks, but we were dealing with some unexpected lag right now due to the ongoing in Los Angeles tonight. That was a shocking development, but we are live and online right now, so we'll take a couple of minutes and just kind of ease into things before we get to tonight's session. Online, we were having a very interesting our game and everything. So please, gentlemen, let's resume.
You heard him. Let's resume.
Yeah.
This
That
conversation
storm is hitting you hard, Greg.
Okay, so talking about the OG 1.1, I think the biggest thing to the theft of IP. That's the biggest issue. Not even the continuing, because this OG1 is not going to be able to affect Critical Role. It's not going to affect Knights of the Old Disney and Knights of the Old Republic, because that's not tabletop. Those are other media. So this is all going to be targeted at Kobold Press and all these independent YouTubers and book producers, and it's a predatory contract, and it's a toothless cease and desist, and it's just going to get shot down. I don't know what lawyer let this go forward, but it's just not.
Is it just that they're hoping to take this to court? Actually figuring out what would be legally enforceable is too difficult. So instead, we're going to take it to a court and see what a judge will let us enforce. We're just going to have a wish list of whatever thing that we could possibly get paid for, and then see what they'll let us keep.
Well, so back a number of years ago, that Warhammer 40K, they had to do this big defend all their IP, and then the judge basically let them know they basically didn't own anywhere near as much as they thought they did of their IP, because it's no, that's you can't just take something from fairy tales or something that has been in the zeitgeist, or just directly steal something from Tolkien and change it by 1% and say it's yours now. And so I think something similar could have happened with Hasbro and D&D, and I think they're getting ahead of that to try and figure out exactly what they do own, because otherwise they won't be able to defend it. Because every challenge to your IP you legally have to defend, even if you don't want to, or you lose that IP entirely. So all these content creators creating these things, it's just there has to be a little bit of a pushback from Hasbro, because they do have to defend their IP a little bit, so to prove that it is still theirs. So but where does it go? They're overreaching like crazy, in my opinion.
Yep.
And they're gonna get slammed back down, and I don't know, that's pretty predatory.
You said it, Greg.
Yep.
Right on. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Got the finger on the pulse there. I love one of the things in their thing from December 21st, where they're like, we're trying to prevent third parties from minting D&D NFTs. And you're like, oh yeah, the hugely lucrative business of D&D NFTs. Good thing you're going after those guys.
They're worried about D&D Trump trading cards. The worst BBEG.
That's why we're starting up with our initial coin offering, Brute Coin. Brute Coin will follow our stuff in the future. We may not have played in the Shackled City for quite some time, but you can still buy it when it comes out, Brute Coin.
Then you have to do only the. We still have to do the only Brits.
Oh, so here's the thing. It does say like other types of content, like videos and video games, are only possible through a Wizards of the Coast fan content policy or custom agreement with us. And outside printed media and static electronic files, the O doesn't cover. To me, that suggests not that like don't worry about how draconian, no pun intended here, this new OGL is for things that aren't this stuff. It's that it will actually be a lot worse with things that aren't. Is crypto still available? Indeed, Jay Spelton. I can't believe I got mileage out of that stupid joke in 2 different campaigns. But yeah, I would love to see Hasbro try and go up against Disney like, hey man, pay us royalties for Knights of the Old Republic because we need a custom agreement now that you
but
can
they had
use
but
this.
they had a custom agreement because that wasn't covered under the OG 1.1.
The original one.
Yeah, it wasn't because that wasn't a tabletop type media. It was their system that they used and had a special licensing agreement for the creations of those games. So that they had their own deal already. So that doesn't. I mean, if they could try, Hasbro could try to like change that deal after the fact, so Disney can't. If they just had to republish,
I'd love to see it.
Like, the mouse. Oh boy, my lawyers.
I like that's that whole meme of everybody laying down their sword on the table, and it's like D&D YouTubers, the Walt Disney Corporation.
Yeah, it's just a lightsaber going through the center of the table. Red lightsaber going through the center of the table. Oh my God.
I like the idea of Brute Squad NFTs though. Like if they were used, like the original way NFTs were pitched to me, were like, let's say you get a +1 Brute Squad NFT, and that gets you a +1 weapon or piece of armor in any game that Greg is running when you make a new character. Right, so you get a little bit of value out of it instead of it just being some random picture that people can copy and paste.
Oh yeah, no, I know that one. That's the When You Wish Upon a Morning Star.
Yes. And if that happens, we are absolutely getting sued by the creators of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by Marvel. The mouse is going to sue us.
Now, who owns that right now? Viacom, because Nickelodeon's publishing the stuff. Boom Studios has the comics rights. Who owns Ninja Turtles? Who are we worried about C&Ds from?
Because what is the opposite? Like the only thing is we're definitely turtles, but other than that, we are not ninjas nor teenagers.
I think that Frankie is the complete antithesis of a ninja. I may have essentially large forks with which to fight. They aren't useful in any way. And I'm correct. Viacom currently owns it, I guess, under Nickelodeon.
Mm.
Mirage sold the Ninja Turtles to them in 2009.
Mm. I bought my brother the last Ronin for Christmas this year. I haven't read it, though. I still need to read it. It's supposed to be fantastic.
I saw it, not animated, but like kind of animated online, and it was a very cool story.
Yeah.
So for some reason that reminded me years ago, my brother got me a comic for Christmas, and I was opening it up. I got The Dark Knight Returns, and I was like, "This is great! Like this was a real game changer." And even though Frank Miller totally went downhill and is super crazy and actually seems to believe some of the like nonsense that he puts into these books instead of it being a deconstruction. I'm so glad you got me this one because like the sequel to this is just such garbage. It's utter trash. Totally just undercuts the entire message of this book. And anyway, I opened that gift next. That was The Dark Knight Strikes Again. It's real bad. I was like, oh, sorry. I'm also excited to own it, even though it's not very good. Thank you.
It's like, you know, it's like the Highlander. You know, like the first one was great. The first movie was great, and then absolutely every other attempt to make a Highlander movie was horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
There we go.
There can be only one actually applies to the Highlander movies.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm now tethered to my phone right now with the barest of internet connections. But
we
hey,
can
Matt,
hear you though, so that's good.
Yeah,
well, that's good.
That's great.
Hey, Matt, there will never be Brute Squad NFTs, and you will never get a fucking bonus lightsaber because of that. I thought you learned your lesson after I gave you your current lightsaber.
Knock off NFTs.
Wait,
Sorry.
did something happen? I didn't have a chance to watch the session. Did we lose the lightsaber in one session?
No.
No.
Okay,
Nope,
good. Because I was like, this is why we can't have nice things.
No, it's the greatest weapon ever, and Matt and Casan totally loves it.
I'm waiting for the full details for the item I've got in my inventory.
So, and of course, he's a polearm master and now has a longsword.
Can you hear me?
That he has to use.
Paul, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
I can hear you. Hey, Nat.
Don't worry about
There's
combat. I totally promise that my entire class and all feats chosen haven't been neutered. Definitely hasn't happened.
Dude, you know, you lunged for it the second that it hit the table. So, you know, that
It was so good while it lasted, being able to hear Greg. You know, it was amazing. There was this like delay in the connection, and like Nathalie super speeded into place as a result of that. And that's pretty rad.
Yep.
So you know what we're gonna do in order to get out of this whole OGL thing? We're gonna play a spacefaring game. It's gonna be based off of my intellectual property, Veer. Paul will get to play his original character, and yeah, we're just gonna do
Love
some
it.
Starship stuff.
hey, if you want to GM that, dude, I would love to roll up and play.
I honestly, I would love to be able to do more stuff, but I actually just canceled my session for tomorrow for the second time this month because I'm going to be working somewhere between 10 and 12 hours straight tomorrow. I have meetings from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. all the way straight through with like a half hour worth of downtime.
Oh, God. Yeah. I
You
hear
got that promotion a while ago, right, Seth?
Kinda. The thing is, like, as much as I work too much, I really like my job, and that makes it hard to be like, oh, I don't want to do that. Let me just take a vacation forever. And I'm trying to like launch a product and it's like a whole thing. I sound way more important than I actually am when I put it that way. Like, oh, I can't really afford to take a vacation right now. I've got a product that I'm going to be launching here in mid-February. It's going to be a huge expansion.
Sounds very exciting.
Like vaguely mid-Atlantic prep school thing to just instantaneously slip into and says, yes, I am a douchebag.
I was wondering what the devil is going on with those douchebags.
So this will play, yeah, bougie. That's right. Jace Belta. That's what we'll just we'll play the bardiest of bards in the next thing, and my bard will be a nepo baby, and I will use that stupid voice every time I talk.
Whoa.
And I'll be the technical director. I'll be the technical artificer bard. A bardificer.
Bardificer. Yeah. Oh boy. That's almost a bad idea. OGL 1.1. All right.
So when it blows up big, we're gonna have to give them 25% of all of our revenue.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't see how the hell they think any of this is enforceable. It's absurd. I don't know. Everything I've been, at first I was like, oh, I'm not going to buy into the doomsayers and everybody that's on,
all on their, clickbait crap on YouTube. But the more that you look at the situation, it's more, it wasn't so much the royalties as much as it was the by using the license and creating anything with it, you automatically give them unlimited license to use your creations. That's the part that I was like, fuck no.
There's literally that doesn't apply to anything in the world. Like nothing. Can't do that. You can't steal someone's work and profit off it like that. You just can't do it.
Nope. Gotta license that shit, and that's the whole reason why licensing exists. So yeah, and you want to have and the thing is, everybody's like, oh my god, it's the end of D&D. It's like, no, it's the end of us buying wizard shit. But we have 5 editions of books that still exist. Not to mention there's other systems and shit out there. So it's gonna be
really interesting to see, I think, what the challenge goes forward, because I think the whole argument, then again, counter, but underlying is you can't revoke it. But the whole thing is like, you don't have to issue a license. So it's like no company has to issue a license for derivative work off of their IP or off of their products. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's one of the things that, it's not reaching, if someone chooses to take someone's product and make a derivative of it and then come and say, hey, actually, no, you can't do that. That's not stealing their work. This is actually in Germany. Actually, there's a case going on right now where it's going to appeal of actually a weapons manufacturer that won the German military contract for the new main battle rifle. It's been found that they actually breached the copyright and stole from HK. And the current ruling is that the company must recall and destroy everything they have produced because of breach of contract and theft of HK's copyright.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So that's like all of the German military's stuff?
It's their next, it's the next gen. It's their next gen. Okay. They started, yeah. So I think generally when our military comes in mind, if they want to keep it, they're going to. But yeah. But it'll be interesting. I'm interested to see.
I don't know how to say come try it in German, but
you know how to say that?
No.
Now it's like not touching that one. No.
I'm getting into it.
Yeah. Anyway, last we left our intrepid adventurers.
Yeah, so let's. I'm now running the game off of my laptop tethered to my cell phone because tethering to my desktop tethering to my cell phone was not working, and my home internet is out. So this will be a bit more of a.
Brought to you by Greg's phone bill.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Thank you, T-Mobile, for unlimited data.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine dropped as well, and then was crawling, and now it's lightning fast. So hopefully it stays at that.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping. But if the weather keeps staying shitty, like who knows? I'm nervous about being on a satellite connection right now, or just like a cell tower connection right now with the weather. But we'll see. Yeah. So hopefully it'll stick around. But anyway, in the meantime, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentle dems. Thank you for joining us on this wet and wild Monday night here in Los Angeles. It is thunder and lightning out. Well, there was one big ass clap of thunder and some lightning outside, and now it's just pouring buckets and cats and dogs at the moment. So but the weather seems to be affecting people's internet connections. Hopefully it won't be so bad. But it might affect how much I'm able to accomplish on the stream tonight. But I am DM Greg. I am your dungeon master this evening, and this is Tales of the Tortletonis for January 9th, 2023. I'm so excited to have you all here. Yes, if you can book me to run a game like this one for you and your friends. So if you're interested in doing that, go to secretsofthebarrowmaze.com. That is secretsofthebarrowmaze.com. Address right down there. Check that out. Shoot me a message on there, and I'll be more than happy to book sessions, run sessions for you either online or in person. I'm doing in-person games in LA right now. I actually had one over the weekend, this past weekend, and one between Christmas and New Year's last, about 2 weeks ago now, a week and a half ago. What? I don't even. Time is meaningless. It's a weird soup. But we're running games in person now as well as online, and I'm more than happy to drive someplace to meet you in person, set up a whole bunch of really cool looking dungeon tiles and minis and stuff on your table, and then have you proceed to get curb stomped by a bunch of monsters. It'll be great. So that's me. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and introduce tonight's players so you know who it is that I'm threatening to kill this evening. Let's start it with Anton.
Hi, I'm Anton Ray, and once and always, I am playing Miguelle Tortletoni, who is the youngest of the Tortletoni siblings, and I'm just here to help Frankie and Tony do heroic stuff.
Glad to have you, buddy. Thank you for joining us tonight. Joining us from the East Coast, it is late as fuck out there, Matt. Yeah, I really don't like the fact that you have to be up at 5:30 in the morning for work.
Usually, but that's okay. I take that sacrifice for playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, I appreciate that, man.
Only for you.
Oh, God bless. Glad to have you, buddy.
It's not too late. Yeah, I mean, it's only 10:30 right now, but I'll be ready for bed by the time the session's over.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I am Matt. I play Casan Jonar, a warrior warlock hexblade, murder hobo with a heart of gold, and a shiny new weapon that apparently can also talk. I'm curious to find out a little bit more about that situation. And
it'll be a good time.
My inability to put it down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Let's go ahead and bring it over to our daring duo, also here in North Hollywood with me.
Howdy. Yes, we are in the rain, which I appreciate, but
No, thank you.
yeah, not as fun walking the dog.
Y'all should be enjoying that thunderstorm out there. It's usually just
I
dingy
appreciate
blue
it.
sky.
I definitely appreciate it, but walking the dog in this rain is not as much fun. But I am Nathalie Eckert. I'm playing Vicki Wick, Tortletoni. I am the cousin to all these dear Tortletoni boys, if you will. And I get the name Vicki Wick from doing some decent damage during my turn. But I like sparkly things, so I do get distracted easily, and I go where the party goes, in the sense of the party and the party.
And the party.
So yeah.
Nice. I'm Paul Masterson. In this world, I play Anthony, Tony the Tool Boy, Tortletoni. I play a split class Artificer Wizard, and Greg got a little evil last time, and he killed tiny army individuals. Usually I have Tiny Tony, my homunculus servant from my Artificer side, and my wizard familiar Owl Capone got splatted by some little bone demons, but that's all right. He's going to come back just better than ever and ready to lay some hurt down.
Bigger eyebrows, even bigger eyebrows.
I guess the question will be, did his eyebrows get singed? It was bones, but we'll see. They grow back.
It'll be fun to figure that one out. I love it. All right, and last but not least, Mr. Seth.
I am Seth Thygesen. I play Frankie Tortletoni. I have as much confidence in whatever it is that I do as I do a rage for have done that thing. Will we find out today if Hasbro becomes a has-been? Probably not, but maybe at some point. That'd be all right. I'm going to channel the range that I feel in that into the game. But the one thing that I don't know is what it is that happened last time. I hope somebody can tell me, and maybe it's Greg, who currently is channeling his best, Sith Lord going on with the shadow over his eyes. Yes, open up the portal. Do it. What happened in the last session? I haven't got to watch.
Well, I think that's something that I'm going to let the Tortletonis inform you of your fate. Yeah. Which one of you guys? Yeah, which one of you guys want to fill in on what happened?
This. Yeah.
Right.
So bit a little play-by-play. We went out there. We Brother Othar, it seemed there was all the signs that he got dragged in this area, and then we get out there, and this freaking bone devil claws his way out of the ground, and some spine devils, and Miggy immediately cast a little wall of air, but they were like, joke's on you because we can all fly, and it got a little dicey there for a while, but we cut them from this mortal coil, took care of all of them, but then we weren't sure how long this opening in the ground was going to last. There was no sign of Brother Othar around. Seemed like he got pulled down there. So we said, not on our watch. And we started climbing down into the pit. and then we ended with a cut scene of some friggin' douchebag in a black armor with a red symbol. Because we left one of them alive, one of the little spine devils with a little note on it, basically saying we went down into the dock. We tossed one up above the dock, the artificial darkness. But this guy in black armor, the cutscene was he killed it, stomped on it. So we'll see. We don't know who that guy was, and that's where we is down in Hades town.
Gotcha. Quick question. Why do I have a death save success on my character sheet, guys? What's that about?
You have a handful of successes.
I told you. It got
good.
dicey. Yeah. It got dicey.
There was a part here where it was stated that everything turned out fine. I don't seem to have HP. I just have death save successes.
And now you're in hell.
Oh, great.
Everybody got like 16 hit points back.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, you definitely got hit points back, but we couldn't modify your HPs. Greg was tracking that, and as we just left it, we went down. We still have the protect Eldritch Cannon up. So I think the last roll was everyone was at 8 temp HPs, but that should be buffing up to 11 anytime soon. But we haven't rested yet, so
No,
that's where we is.
All right.
Did I forget anything?
Wow.
Oh, and Miggy and Sky Daddy still ain't talking, so he's a cleric who can't heal.
Well, I don't know. I gotta. Someone's talking to me.
Someone's talking to you, but it's
Yeah, like the trees and the plants are talking to me now.
Hmm.
I think maybe another god is like
yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
talking to
Which
me.
is real.
You sure you didn't hit your shell again?
No.
Okay, I just got to make sure. I was down for a while. I don't know.
It's all right. I didn't let anyone die. Everybody was good, so they
Yeah.
could get that pop back up and do heroic stuff while I, tried not to die.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
He did real good.
All right. Well, as you have all landed in the, as you have gone through the portal, you each land roughly in what feels like warm black sand, almost like volcanic sand. The air isn't as the air is dry. But even still, it carries with it a very unpleasant scent of something that actually smells very similar to the Barrow maze itself. It's rot, it's decay, it's burning flesh and death. You just sense like this rancid odor that doesn't seem to be coming from anywhere. It just seems to be kind of coming from everywhere. The sky is permanently overcast in just gray clouds, and you can occasionally see sparks of red lightning arcing across the skyline. And you don't see a sun. So light just seems to be ambient in this, but by looking around here that you are no longer in Kansas, as it were. You are someplace else entirely.
I thought we were in Helix, not Kansas, as you were.
Anton, you don't have to roleplay Miggy when we're talking out of game. But yeah, you're not in Helix anymore either.
Casan, you didn't need like a Brussels sprout za, did you? That's coming from everywhere because it's in my nostrils right now, and if that's you get a 1.
No. I put nothing green on my Zaz. You got it's not me, it's someone else, Frankie. I swear.
Casan, I need you to make an insight check for me.
Insight check coming up. Nope.
Oh.
I don't know.
No?
I don't have any insight onto whatever that was.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm getting my Roll20 back up right now since everything is. Since I had to switch computers. 1 second.
Kicking off the
What'd
rolls
you
tonight.
roll? Just 'cause I can't see it
Really
right now.
strong. Really strong with a 1.
Awesome.
Hey,
All right.
you get inspiration. Oh wait, no, we're not doing that. That was a thing.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You with a 1, you actually hear a voice in the back of your head. Oh dear, we're really in it now, aren't we? Why did you have to bring me here?
Is this the same voice I heard when the blade
Yes.
hilt was talking to me in the middle of the fight? Okay. So
Mhm.
despite that 1, I know what this is.
I would say that you get a feeling for what this is. That this is the weapon that you bonded that bonded to you.
Okay. I'll look at the hilt and be like, it wasn't part of the plan. I look at like, how are you talking to me?
Well, we're bound now. You are with me. I am with you. We are one. We are one, my friend, and no other bonds or contracts or agreements that you have ever made with anything else ever really matter.
But who are you?
I'm your new best friend.
You got like a name or something? You guys, are you guys hearing this?
I was just about to ask that. DM, are we hearing this, or is this all in his head?
You are hearing Matt, you're hearing Casan if Casan is actually choosing to speak out loud. You hear this in your mind, and you can respond to it, or you could speak.
I'll say with my insight, I'm not aware. I can just think of my head.
You are definitely not aware.
I'm talking out loud.
Telepathic only. So, yeah. God damn it. We have another character you're playing another character with voices in your head. This is going to be awesome. That worked out so well last time.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Casan, who you talking to?
I'm trying to figure that out, Tony. Apparently, this sword thing here can talk.
It's like an entity.
I guess.
That's pretty cool.
Or maybe I went nuts. I don't know. But I can hear a voice in my head coming from the sword, and it's yeah.
Everybody over here now is just hearing voices and talking and stuff. Tony, are you hearing stuff now? I mean, technically, you created these guys.
I mean, yeah, talking to my guys. Actually, I got to when we get a little time, I got to bring Al Capone back because those boneheads poofed Owly out of here. Yeah, he's gonna be flipping mad when he gets in. But that's good. It's good for us. Keeps him fighting fit.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Tony. I'm so focused on falling myself, I didn't even think about Al Capone. I'm real sorry about that.
It's all right. He's gonna be right back. He's used to this. He's a scrapper. Took one for the team. It's what family does.
Yeah.
You okay, maybe?
Guys, I look around.
Mhm.
I'm not entirely sure that this was a good idea.
We'll
You're
give
right.
it
It was a
away.
brilliant idea.
Did the sword answer me when I asked what its name was?
It seems to be a little evasive about that right now.
A little evasive. Okay.
Well, when you are ready to commit to me completely, then you can know me better. But until then,
Did it tell you what his name was?
It says I gotta commit fully to know more information. Seems a little weird.
Just call it Josh then.
Josh.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to tell you what its name is. You got to call it something. You can't call him Swordy. That's a boring name. Call him Josh.
All right. Do you know my patron there, Josh?
I'm sorry. Are you trying to address me right now with some lesser name?
Well, I mean, what? You're not giving me a name to address you. What do you want?
When you earn the privilege, you may know my name.
When I what now?
When I said, as I said, when you earn the privilege, you may know my name.
Earn the privilege. Okay.
Yeah, he's got to have a nickname in the meantime.
He's a little unforthcoming with information here. He doesn't want to be called Josh, but he doesn't want to tell me what to call him. So,
call him Kip. Call him Buddy. We'll come up with Come up with a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are good at naming stuff. We'll figure something out.
Angelo. Angelo's a good name.
Angelo. Yeah. That has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
Fine. You may call me Totrox. Let's see if your simple tongue can pronounce the complexities of that.
Todrox?
No, there's a silent H with an umlaut in the middle of it. Totrox. You have to put a little phlegm into it.
That name isn't. I'm saying this isn't a
He
dwarf.
wants me to start Fleming words, guys. It says Todrox.
Is he telling you to like suck his balls in some kind of other language? Because that's what Pod Rock sounds to me. I think he's jerking your chain here now.
Well, what he does on his Friday nights has nothing to do with you, Casan.
What? Who? Did you say that to Frankie?
Oh no, that imbecile can't hear me, and it would serve you well to not listen to him. He is as dangerous as he is stupid, but he is a brute meant to be smashed against the front lines, and best served as a speed bump with attitude.
All right. Well, I mean, Frankie, I'm getting mixed signals here. He kind of was like saying something like what you do on your Friday nights is not his business or something. I don't know if he meant that negatively.
Right. You stop asking questions.
Negatively. But then he also said you're like a super powerful brute that is to be smashed against the front lines. And I feel like, that's kind of your thing.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, real big signals from this Todd Rocks.
So DM, my first Arcana roll was from where we are. Then my second, which was garbage, was if I recognized the hilt in any way for Arcana. And then once
you would not actually recognize the hilt at all. I'll tell you that.
And once Todd Rocks came up of the name, I wrote that was the 26 for history of whether
history wouldn't do it. It would have to be Arcana.
Can I use that roll? It could be a 26 as well because I'm +6 to both history and Arcana after the name came up.
It's a fucking 20. God damn it. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out what you would know. You would know that kind of name is not common to most languages. Nothing that derives either from the stone base or from the elvish base or the common base. Like this does not come from any of them. You assume that this is some sort of extraplanar.
Yeah, I share that information. He ain't from around here. Interesting. I mean, makes sense given what we've seen. He's got,
Yeah.
You got a visitor. You got an Arcana. That's nice.
Yeah. I mean, what could go wrong, right?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, strangers are great.
Actually,
yeah.
Todd, can I call you Todd for short?
No, you need to call me by my full name, or otherwise I will slowly rot your brain off from the inside. Yes.
What are you gonna do to my brain? Wait a minute. Was that a threat?
What? No, I just don't like being disrespected.
Okay. How do you feel about being attached to a really nice shaft? Like a scepter almost.
Wow.
You could feel you could just feel the one eyebrow going up, really. You don't even see it. There's no eyebrow. It's a sword hilt, but it is giving you a are you fucking kidding me kind of vibe. Just in the silence that lingers. I see that there is much work that we must do in order for me to mold you into a proper champion. My dear friend, I think that perhaps we should take more time to get to know each other, and then you will see I will help you unlock the potential within you, and you will see what kind of gifts I can bestow a proper candidate. I think you will find them to be most acceptable.
All right. I mean, that sounds pretty
And I will
Good.
make you my champion, and you will enjoy the glory of the end times as we bring them about.
That's a little bit disconcerting.
What's your alignment?
What?
My alignment is. Good question. What was my alignment? Pretty sure I'm a neutral flavored. What the hell is it? I want to say I'm neutral good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
fix that well then.
Neutral good.
And yet you're a fiendish. You already have a fiend for a patron.
Doesn't have to be a fiend though.
Oh, it's a fiend, but we'll get into that later. Yeah, I think that you don't know nearly enough about the history or what your ancestors signed you up for unwittingly. But we'll get into that.
If only somebody had pulled a natural 20 on a history check. That would have been really useful to figure out what the history is right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean, where's it going to come from at this point? You know, that's the big thing. But I will say that, yeah, you know that this name is not common to anything. That it doesn't sound like anything that exists from the realms that you know. Oh, there's a shield maiden missing her Viking right now. That's trouble.
That's true. It's gone to hell around here without the misses around.
Oh, where's Jules right now?
Just in California, visiting.
Oh, hell. Hey, Jules. Welcome to the West Coast. Welcome back. Hope you're having fun.
Just in time for the rain.
Just in time for the rain. You brought it with
She
you.
brought it with her, yeah, because it was snowing here yesterday.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
day
hell.
before.
Yeah. I spent the weekend up in the snow, and I got my dose of it. Now I'm, like, good for a while. Except I'm going to be in Massachusetts in 2 weeks. So, you know, we'll see what's up. Anyhow. Yeah, we are indeed being flooded out. I hope you're staying dry, darling. All right, so the you get the feeling, Matt, that give me another insight check real quick.
Let's see if we can do better than a 1. Yeah, 18.
Okay. As you are hearing and thinking about all this stuff, you actually do feel something stirring inside of you, from a different part of your brain, corner of like your central nervous system, your soul, whatever you want to call it. You have just like this tugging feeling of growing displeasure. And as you turn to focus your mind on that, you can actually feel Father say, "Oh, don't worry about that. There's nothing to be concerned about there. You're going to be just fine."
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I guess we're going to have to talk more about that later.
Indeed. By the way, I know that being a incredibly powerful entity trapped inside of a physical object, I need not to concern myself with sleep or food or drink. But what about the rest of you? You are now somewhere else with no real supplies and no shelter and no way out. What is it that you're planning on doing?
It's a good question, Tony. What are we doing?
What's
We need to
going on?
find we need to find some shelter or something. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to find a time, some place to rest up a little bit after that fight. So and find Brother Otha before they do some terrible things to him, or figure out if they already did. But we want someone coming after us. So we gotta but first things first. We gotta get a little rest in so we can be useful.
Yeah.
What do we see around us?
Desolation. Think that it's black sand, hills, mounds. Like I said, the clouded brown gray sky with the red lightning arcing through it. The smell that permeates everywhere. Give me a round of perception checks.
I sandbag my role for you, Casan.
Yeah, no,
Frankie,
I appreciate
you
that.
You are, Frankie. You are like very fixated all of a sudden on the wounds that you received in the last battle. You notice that they're still bleeding pretty freely. They do not seem to be healing at all on their own. You're not at risk of taking damage, but for whatever reason, you can actually see that like they're starting to be like blackening around the edges and of the areas that you got hit, and it's not feeling great. It's almost as if whatever it is that's attaching itself to you is keeping the wounds open and not allowing them to heal properly.
Did we use up all of my potions in the previous?
You guys used at least one, as I recall.
No, I think we only used one potion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and chug one of those things and see what happens.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
8.
All right. Yeah, you successfully regain 8 hit points.
All right.
So they start closing up. The wounds, do start closing up. It feels normal, but as you look, you actually do see like a faint black mark where the wounds closed. That normally doesn't happen, but you do see like a faint like black line where the wound sealed itself. Now, with your perception checks, as you look about, I will say that with Casan, well, Anton, I'm going to say this. The first thing, Anton, is that you actually start walking up one of the nearby hills, and you look about, and you actually see what looks to be maybe 100 yards away or so, what looks to be a ruined structure that could have once been a building, maybe a tavern, maybe a large house, but now it's just like ruined edges. Think nuclear, post-nuclear fallout building, mostly just like ruins remaining. Stone, and give me an insight check real quick. With a 25, holy shit. With a 25, you notice as you're looking at this structure, it looks like it's been gutted for a while now. It's not like hundreds of years old or anything like that, but it looks like it's been like this for 10 years maybe. Like there's been some rot there and some decay, but even as you're looking at it, there's like spots of paint that seem kind of fresh or fresher, and you're looking. I'm sorry, I forgot that you're like how far away you are, but as you're looking at it, it's like there is a structure there that is ruins essentially. Mm-hmm. The other thing is that you notice that the stone that it is made out of, that it looks completely different than the kind of stone that you saw in your vision of where Brother Othar was dragged. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is much more like traditional granite rock, whereas that was like a tower of obsidian. And also, as you're looking about here, the ground is different. The sky is different. Wherever Brother Othar was taken, this does not feel like that.
I found a house.
And
okay, maybe
Casan,
take some resting.
And real quick, Casan, as you're looking about, you hear off in the distance the sound of running water.
All right. In the same direction Miggy was going up the hill?
Generally.
All right. I'll let everyone know. I hear some water. Hopefully it's water.
Yeah. DM, seeing those the wound aspects and Frankie with the potion, Do I get any insight into what's going on with this with these wounds with a 16 Arcana?
You get the feeling looking at this. Do you actually stop to examine him?
Yeah.
Okay. You start poking at him, prodding at him, and looking at it, and it just looks like that something has bonded its way into the scar tissue. I need you to make a. Actually, 16 Arcana is pretty decent for this. I really wish that they had like knowledge the planes or knowledge the other kinds of skills and everything. I don't feel like that there's like one knowledge skill of the 4 now that really fits this. So I'm gonna say that you get the feeling that, well, you need more data. You need more data, but you've got enough to form a hypothesis. You're getting like a sense that there is something about this place that stops normal healing from working normally.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, from normal healing happening the way it should. So yeah, that's a big concern.
As we walk, I share that with the rest of the party.
Okay. So what you guys plan now?
I think to go to go towards the water or and the house and find a place of some decent shelter to get some rest, right?
I think that's a good idea.
I think we should check shelter and then find water.
Okay,
yeah.
Sounds good. All right, you you approach the shelter, or you approach the ruins, and yeah, basically it looks like the foundation of what was probably like a large cottage. Most of the walls are, taken. It looks like that the doorway is completely open. All the windows are blown out. Half of one of the walls is blown down, and the stones are inside. The roof is completely gone. As you come inside of it, you can see that there's symbols on the wall.
Spelta. Nice
Johnny Spelta, rest in the poison environment. Yeah,
basically,
not much in the way of choices. You look about and you actually do see writing on the walls in a substance that you don't really recognize and glyphs that you don't really understand.
I don't read so good anyway, so I generally don't.
You don't recognize. Does anybody here read or speak either infernal or what are some of the other evil languages, like the demonic shit, like any of those? Like, let me know what you guys get.
I will comprehend languages.
Okay. Yeah. As you look about, this looks to be shit like Grizzit was here. I screwed the barmaid at the Roving Tavern. Shumlux
I'll just start saying this out loud as I read it on the walls.
Yeah. So it is. Shumlux is a cheat and a liar at cards.
Is
it's mostly just like graffiti from, it looks like people who've passed through. You also find evidence as you start kicking around the sand a little bit. You find evidence of what looks to be a fire pit. Clearly in the corner was used as like the makeshift restroom, for disposal of waste. And you also see what looks to be the names of could be gangs, could be military units, could be adventuring parties, but these are all written in various languages. You actually do see Infernal, and then you also, some are written in Infernal, which is the language of devils, and then some are also written in, oh my gosh, why can't I find my notes on this? Abyssal. Okay, so as you're looking at these, you see some that are abyssal and some that are infernal, and you see things like crude hands written in each of the languages as if some of the phonetics are off and some of the sentence conjugation is off, as if somebody's trying to write in a tongue that they're not familiar with. And you do see things like, you know, hell is empty for we have slain all the devils, and other things. It's the kind of stuff that, yeah, like graffiti that would be left behind by people standing guard or holding fast while they wait for some sort of military movement, perhaps, or gang movement. You're not quite sure. But you do see also, oddly enough, give me a perception check.
7.
7. Okay. I'm going to say that you actually do see something that you don't expect, and it doesn't quite compute at first. As you see, if all these are like varying shades of glowing red and green and black, like, you know, really sinister looking, there's off in the corner, buried a little bit, barely like sticking out of the sand, you see like a tip of blue, like the top of a glyph that kind of glows like a light blue. It's very friendly, very warm, and yeah, do you want to try and go and look at it further, examine it further? You can't read it the way it is right now. You only see like part of the top of a letter, but it stands out.
Kind of
in this
glowing a little bit.
Well, it's glowing as you're reading, as the magical energies, as you're decoding them in your mind, that is causing them to glow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's obscured.
Well, it's buried. It's partially buried in like the sand.
All right. Can I brush the sand away?
Yeah. All right. So you take the time. You kind of clear it off, and it's it says Hell Riders in Celestial, and it has what looks to be sets of initials and a date scrawled in that, well, you don't know what kind of calendar that it's working with, but so you don't know how recent this was, but based on the fact that it was buried in the sand, then it's been a while. It could have been quite a long time ago.
Hey, any of you all heard of the Hell Riders? That's something. It's written over here in like Celestial, some initials.
Huh.
Ooh. Not the stars.
Will this be a history or arcana?
15.
What I'm going to say, which knowledge categories do you want to try? What do you want to try, Miggy?
I would like to try insight.
Insight. Okay, go for it.
I'll try history.
Is it a horse gang? You
It is
know,
not.
they riding around on horses.
Not really.
Are there any plants in the area?
No, this is actually devoid of plants.
Okay. I sit down and start opening up one of my rations.
Okay. You open it up, and as you kind of go and take a sniff of it, these are iron rations, but they smell rotting. They smell rotted.
Yeah. I'm going to pick through it and try to find anything that has seeds in it.
What would consist of it? It would be dry jerky, dried fruit, hardtack, and nuts. You do actually find some variety of different kinds of nuts and things like that in there. And the dried fruit, let's say that there's some dried apple slices. Give me roll a d100.
Okay. Sure. Not in the correct thing. Nine.
You find like a couple of seeds. They're pretty dried out. I mean, they were when they were processed for the, for the iron ration, but worth a shot. What do you want to do
I'm
with
hoping. Okay, so I go and I get some of the black sand,
it?
and I put it in like a pouch, and then I take it over and I pour the black sand on the corner that was used as a latrine,
Okay.
and then I use like just kind of put the seeds in there, kind of poke it down a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then I use plant growth.
Okay.
I'm hoping my magic counteracts the seeds being a little dry. Oh, and then I'm like, come on, nature god person, I feel you're there. We could really use your help right now because we don't got any shelter, and I'd really like if we could like grow some trees and make this place be shelter and maybe have some food. And then I cast plant growth.
All right. I need you to make a Arcana check or Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, Arcana check is not happening. 10.
10. Okay. As you cast plant growth, you see a vine kind of come up out of the sand, or like you see like a plant just start like emerging, but it isn't just like a typical green sapling or shoot that comes up. It's black with angry red lines going through it, and you'd think that eventually that this spell should actually have it produce a full apple tree, but instead, jagged branches, the fruit that actually grows spawns for like a moment and then rots immediately on the vine. You are in an environment where everything that is good is spoiled almost immediately, or everything that could decay is spoiled almost immediately. So it's, I mean, you could try, but they're soft, they're mealy, they're kind of like rotting and not looking great. If you eat it, it's technically edible, but it will be a very unpleasant experience.
Third level spell.
Yeah. You're in a whole nother plane right now, man. So
yeah, we're all gonna die. That's what I got.
All right.
Okay.
I mean,
Could be worse.
Yeah.
But should we rest and then move forward? Are we resting? I need to rest.
yeah. I mean, does it seem like it's safe enough to rest here, or?
I mean, give me a round of survival checks or perception checks. Survival to find evidence of like anything else that could be around there, or perception to see if there's anything, any sort of perceivable threats. One or the other.
I don't see anything, guys. We're
right.
screwed.
I got a
That's
17 perception for you.
19 survival.
All right.
Survival.
All right. Yeah, I would say that, Tony, you think that this is actually a decently defensible position. It is the only structure of its kind in the area, but it gives you a little bit of cover. It's clear that other groups have been there before. It feels like that this might be a safe spot for the moment.
I think we're all right for a night. We Tiny Tony can keep watch. Maybe Todd, if he's able to keep watch. or I don't know if you can see or what's going on with that Tarax.
Let's
Whatever.
not put pressure on the new guy.
Hey, okay. Hey, if he wants to be part of the family, he's got to earn his keep. You know,
But
It's
he's
a great
never said he
opportunity.
wants to be part of the family.
That's true, but he's rolling with Casan. So
Casan's family. We'll see about his new partner.
yeah. But yeah, I think we can rest here. I mean, are we hearing any water?
I heard
You
some
don't
water.
see
Yeah, it was over in what direction is it now from where this place is that Miggy found?
Did you see that I shot you a DM on Roll20 map?
Oh, okay, I got it. Hold on. Coming up. $11 on the con save.
Okay. So yeah, Paul, as you're like sitting about here, you don't really hear much. You know, you can hear the wind whistling about. You can potentially, like, maybe occasionally hear what sounds like the lapping or the running of water, but it's also like the wind just seems to be picking up a little bit as you're covered here, as you're nestling down.
So can I gather whether or not I'm actually hearing water or whether it's just strange sounds of the area?
Give me an insight.
$15.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like running water. That sounds like running water. You think that off in the distance? That sounds like that. There's water in the area at least. Yeah,
I'm going to send that.
Getting focus to it a little bit, and it's like, okay, yeah, that's essentially it.
I'm going to send Tiny Tony straight up to and ask him if he actually sees water, because this place seems like fresh hell, literally, figuratively, spiritually, ecumenically. So I don't trust nothings. See if Tiny Tony is seeing anything.
Okay, Tiny Tony's flying. You said?
Yeah.
How high is he flying?
He'd fly like 60 feet up.
All right. Are you going to keep sending him up higher, or is that as far as you're going to send him?
Well, I think I'm going to tell him to keep going up as long as he feels safe.
All right. Have him give me a perception check with advantage, and then I need. All right, and 11. Yeah, boss. Yeah. There's a whole river. There's a whole river. It's a ways away, but there's a whole river. This way. And he points, and you look like you can kind of see his tiny arm pointing what looks to be, for lack of a better term, actually, it really is tough to tell a particular direction. You can't tell north, south, east, or west here because there's no, like, real landmarks, and there's no, like, you can't navigate by the sun or the stars here because you can't see anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good news, there is water in distance, but we go for the moment, get some sleep, and then check it out. What do we think, guys and gal?
Sleep. I'm good for sleep, but
I could go for some water if I'm being honest. I'm feeling a little bit thirsty.
I'm being a little bit distracted myself. I mean, like all the black stuff that's all over me. I'll keep watch, okay? At least for a little while. Kind of let people get back into the swing of things. People are gonna be intimidated just by my sheer presence. Like nobody's gonna come mess with us. So if everybody just goes ahead and gets a little bit of rest, I got this.
All right. So, Anton, I sent you a message on Roll20. Oh, and you're muted. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Yep, you don't know anything more about your environment here than.
Why is religion an intelligence test? Like seriously, like.
I mean, it's literally book smart, man. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. What do you guys want to do?
Talking with Tiny Tony, how far off does he estimate that the river is?
Probably about half a mile.
Okay. Well, you know, if Casan's thirsty, we should probably get him some water. But then again,
half a mile's not far.
Half an hour's not far. It's like it's like an 8-minute stroll.
I would love to wash myself before taking a nap.
That's true.
So
should we take a quick stroll before we do nap time? Little.
Okay.
I'm up
Who's
for
going
it.
and who's staying?
I think we should all go. We're functionally in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You start heading north, and do you guys have any method of measuring time, telling time, anything like that?
I can count on my fingers.
Okay, no worries. For what Tiny Tony said was like half a mile, you feel like you walk over a single ridge, and suddenly that there is a wide riverbank in front of you with a cutting. This river roars, and it's probably about good 100 feet wide. It rushes past you with dark water going all the way through. I would say Miggy and actually Seth. Seth, I need you to give me an insight check.
Lucky 13.
Lucky
Got
number.
it. Yeah. Frankie, I'm not going to DM this to you. I'm just going to say it. You suddenly feel like a jolt of magic go through you, like wild magic. As you as you started walking up the hill, you crest the hill, and then bam, it's like, oh, you look about, and it's almost like as if time or space dilated, and now you're, standing above. You're on a high embankment over what looks to be the river. It's like this doesn't grok mathematically with what just happened. Nobody else seems to notice anything, but you're just like, oh, what?
I'm feeling a lot of weird things right now. Some kind of magical something or other. None of this makes sense. I'm feeling a little bit woozy. Anybody else standing over the edge of things looking at them? Just me? No?
Oh, no, you're all there. The rest of you didn't seem to notice anything weird.
Nope. I think everything's fine with my roll of 4 for perception.
Weird stuff happens to me all the time that I don't understand either.
That's true.
Okay. I guess you're hearing things and you're hearing things and I'm feeling vibes.
Anton, I need a religion check from you with advantage real quick.
All right, here we go.
If it does anything. Okay.
This might be the first check I've ever passed.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say pass, but I would say that you got some information. You know that time and space don't work as normal in this place, but you also feel like that there's something about bodies of water and a legend that you're just like trying really hard to remember, but that cracked shell is really fucking you up right now. Casan, I need a con save real quick.
8.
There's something about the river.
Yeah,
I DM'd you Matt, I DM'd you the results of your of your roll, and then everybody else got questions, thoughts, concerns. Like, what are you thinking about right now?
I'm worried about him. We should all have water flasks. Why he wants to go to the water? But just
do you try drinking out of your flask?
Yeah, at this point now that my thirst is getting a little bit more intense, I will try to drink.
Okay, you go to your belt, you pick out your flask, you open it up, and it smells like rotted milk.
I open up my flask and pour some of it out to see what
it looks like golden brown urine.
Great. I'm just gonna pour all of mine out and just keep them like great. I would not drink that.
Close mine back up and put it away.
Okay.
Is there, guys? Is it possible that our perception of this stuff is messed up, or did our water turn into piss or rotted milk? Because we
went through a wormhole into what seems like hell.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
That 20 history check that you had earlier.
Yeah.
You are recognizing the fact that this is part of the this is part of being in hell, is that things that you bring with you, there is no satisfying sustenance, there is no water to be there's good food rots and turns to ash in your mouth. Water and wine and beer, the beer is always warm and flat. The wine always tastes spoiled. The scotch is always a terrible blend and not really actually scotch, and it's way too fruity. Okay.
DM, is that the reality or is it the perception?
That is the reality. You guys are in. You went through a portal to hell, and this is literally part of it. So, and it's actually starting to grok with the fact that wounds are not closing. You're starting to remember things that you've read about the other planes. Things don't function normally here. You've heard of the time and space dilation phenomenon, where sometimes space, sometimes long journeys can be done instantly, and sometimes walking 10 feet back to your tent can take 10 years. Also, I will say that, give me one more history check, Paul.
19.
Based on the things that Matt was reading, that your Casan was reading, that you hear, and you're starting to look around, you're looking at you see the ruined structure, you don't see anything else. You remember reading something about the Blood War. And this is something that's not talked about frequently. This is something that's not very known. But the Blood War is the ongoing eternal war between demons and devils, and how it is laid waste to an entire level of hell. You've never seen it, but the more you think about this, the more you remember this obscure text that you were reading up on for God knows what, you start thinking that this kind of fits the bill. You think you might be in Avernus.
Yeah, so I share that with the rest of the body. I'm like, so that's what we might be dealing with.
So it's still going on? Or it's a past war?
Casan, my friend, I'm getting concerned about the well-being of your body. You need nutrition and rest soon.
Well, yeah, I agree. But it looks like everything what we brought with us is turned to crap.
That's not good.
Do you know anything about where we're at?
I know a great many mysteries of this universe, but I have never been here before.
Okay. Guys,
Paul, give me one more history or religion check. Because there's something else that's bugging you too.
Go history because I got stronger there. Oh boy. Yeah, 10's not terrible, but yeah. Not
okay.
Great.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm giving you guys opportunities here, trying to figure out something, but I'm
So
gonna.
there's the demon and the devil. Or what?
Yeah, the blood war.
Yeah, Blood War.
Yeah.
Well, I think we better get rest because we might not be getting much food or drink for a while. We might be having to travel and fight our way out of this freaking literal hellhole.
Okay.
Should we maybe step out of the hellhole whilst getting rest in anticipation of having no rest for quite some time? And also, I need to take a leak for science.
Of course.
So I'm going to go and step off to the side away from prying eyes to take a very scientific leak.
Okay. Yeah, you head off and relieve yourself as the way only a turtle can.
I would like to investigate what the quality of my urine is, because all of our water just turned to urine, so I'm very curious as to what it is that my urine has turned into.
Your urine is still urine. Come
on!
Yeah, Jen is pretty horrified by this conversation right now. The things only D&D players will understand. Your urine is still urine. It actually smells very strongly, like as if you're getting dehydrated and your kidneys are starting to hurt. Like me on about soda number 18 on a writing retreat. Yeah.
Okay, my science has determined that our urine does not turn into water. It would have been gross, but it would have been helpful. Unfortunately, it is not the case.
You still could for survival's sake.
Oh boy.
Nope.
See, even the turtles have standards, babe. She is definitely horrified. As is my poor ninja koala right over here.
Barely.
Yeah. So
I gotta check. I wasn't gonna be one to do it. I was definitely going to die of dehydration. But if there was a chance that we could all survive on urine, then somebody was going to live.
Does
what's that, Paul?
Does the river seem to be of water or something else?
I don't know. Do you try and approach it and touch it?
Yeah.
Wait, don't do that.
Not with my bare hand, but
No, don't do it at all.
Why is that, Miggy?
Okay, I stand a little bit for get everyone a little bit further away from. Now use shape water to raise some water out of the river because something. So because you don't want to go in the river. I don't know why. I don't know. It's nagging at me. It's something I can't remember.
I was gonna think about it because
and I have it flow like a drink, like a drinking fountain. I have it flow into a cook pot, into my cook pot.
So yeah, you take some water and it just, and for about a minute or so, it actually fills. How big do you want? How much do you want to fill the cook pot?
Well, not so heavy that we can't carry. It's it's a cook pot, so 2/3.
Okay.
Enough
cool.
enough for Frank, enough for Tony to do tests or whatever he's gonna brain at it.
Okay. Cool. Well, while we're doing that, let's go on ahead and take our break here real quick. So all of the turtles can check their biological functions. So
sounds great.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll be back in 10.
Sounds great. Thank you, Ted.
All right, let's bring it on back. I really need to get Sirenscape plugged in here somehow because I want some like suitably environmental music for this, for our breaks and stuff. I'll have to try to figure that out again.
Boo, 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 doo, boo, 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 boo,
No, absolutely not.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention to you. I was back up at the house this weekend up in Fraser Park, and I got your SodaStream bottle. The one that
thank you. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was still in the fridge, so I was like, "Oh, yoink!" So.
Oh, wow. So no one had been there since.
No, I know that folks have been up there, but nobody bothered with it. It was just sitting in the back of the fridge. So, yeah. So I'll figure out time to drop that by.
Absolutely.
All right, Frankie. He's still checking his urine, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's called a scientific experiment. Yeah.
Exactly. It's all in the name of science. So.
And maybe it would have been the finest beer, the finest spirit, and all of a sudden everyone's getting golden showers. But a happy kind, kind of like millionaires' bubbles.
Just stop there, Paul. Just stop. Yeah. Yeah. So it's not great. Your guys' current situation. What is it that you want to do with the water there, Anton?
Oh, I'm gonna hand it to Tony to think at.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if it's it's actual water. If
it smells fresh.
If it, I'm gonna drop a one of my little ball bearings in there. See what happens to it.
It's fine.
All right. Let's see here.
It's actually fresh and clear when you're looking at the water.
I'm gonna
Can I just put my finger in it? I just walk over and like.
You're gonna put your, okay, hold on a second.
Oh, here we go. What do I need to roll for? I'm like, this is ridiculous. I see him like tinkering with like what I perceive as a cup of water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
it's a cooking pot.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll make it.
Well, I know what it's about. Yeah. I'm going to say that touching it, or like you just stick your finger in and swirl it around.
Yeah.
It feels cool and clean, like sticking your finger in a like a cool stream.
All right, and then I take my finger out and I put it on my hand.
You feel your your webbed hand, your turtle hand there. It just feels normal, and your finger's still there.
Well, you want me to bleed and put it on my wound, or can we drink the water?
Let's see here.
God damn it.
We could try a little tiny, like a drop, and see what that's like.
I will put a drop on my tongue. I'll take it from my claw. I'll put my claw in the water and do a drop from my claw onto my tongue.
It tastes clean and refreshing.
I scoop some out with my hand and I take a sip.
Okay. See, Casan, it's safe. You need to take care of yourself.
How does that sip go?
For me.
Vicki, how's that water treating you?
So far, so good, but
Hold on.
But
Hold on. No, you're not. You don't feel any ill effects. You just took like a little drop and then a little handful. All right. Hold on, my system is lagging here.
Percy's just doing this to fuck
either
with
really
us. The
good-
water's fine. We just
it's
like
an incredible DM experience. Of
Yeah, you're fine.
it's a gazebo. Oh God, what do we do?
I'm gonna take the whole pot and take one big gulp, and then hand it to Casan.
Okay. Casan, what do you do?
No pressure.
I
Casan.
observe Vicki for a little bit and see if anything happens.
Hey, Vicki. You chug it back, and as you look, as you take the pot and go to hand it off, check your roll 20 a second.
That's a very deliberate sip of whiskey there.
That was a very refreshing sip of water.
Oh, great! Because I thought we were gonna have to drink pee this whole time. I'm gonna go ahead and drink a pot of this too.
What's going on?
Who the fuck are you?
What? Oh. Are you talking to me?
Who are you? You talking to me? You're talking to me. Who are you?
Oh, great.
Who are you?
Okay, don't drink the water. Okay, you're Vicki, Victoria, Tortletoni. Do you know your name?
It's the river
I don't
Styx,
know.
and you
y'all.
can't stick anything in it because then you'll forget everything.
Wait a minute. Did Vicki just get erased? Vicki, what? Is that like temporary?
I don't know how you know. Well, I mean, you could know my name, from the block, from the street. But I don't understand how you know my name because I don't know y'all, and I don't appreciate all of a sudden I got.
Hey,
4
Nat.
years. Yeah.
You don't recognize the name Vicki either.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you took a big gulp, you said, so.
So I don't know who I am or anything then.
As they call you a name, you're like, you've never heard that name before, and you try to stop and think about what your name is, and you're like,
Vicki.
I don't know that name.
Vicki. Is that like a two? It's like Annabelle is like a 2-word. Vicki. I don't understand. But
Listen.
y'all are some freaky looking things. I don't know what's on your back. I don't know what's going on. But I don't appreciate what's
hand her a
happening.
mirror.
And it is too hot in here.
Maybe
If I
check
could
the
just
DMs.
get cold water, that would be great.
Yeah. Okay. So okay, there's realm and then a river.
Is that
Give
your
me a
name?
religion check here,
Realm?
Miggy.
I'm working on. I got this.
I slowly take
I don't got
my
this.
hammer
Wait,
from
no.
my back, and I'm holding my hammer
Yeah, you don't remember anything. You think it could
in
be
one
permanent.
hand.
Listen, this is very important. If you don't pay attention to anything else, you don't have to trust me on this. But know that you and me and him, we are all related. I know that we are very handsome. Do not make this mistake. We are related, and I am just trying to look out for you. You could take whatever else you want to know with that information, but that is the thing that's important. We are family.
Well, I don't look anything like any of you guys.
All right, I'll tell you what. Somebody
I
got
don't know how you think we're related.
Hey, Seth, give me a persuasion check.
You're coming up on me, y'all. It's 1 on 4, and I don't appreciate it. So I don't know, you can say you're looking out for me, but you are 1 of 3 of 4. So right now it's not looking too good for me. And I think everybody just needs to back up. Everyone needs to calm down and back up. And I start kind of like swinging my hammer around, like making space.
Casan, in the back of your head, you hear, this is concerning. This might not be a very good idea for you to do that.
The
You came to that
reality.
conclusion, did you?
The reality. Good.
Yes, this is not good. Don't drink that. I agree. I'm sorry. What was that, Matt?
Do you have any idea how to undo her loss of memory here?
As I said, I know many secrets of the universe. Sharing them would break your puny little humanoid mind, but I do not know much about this place. Other than if you wish to survive, you should probably find a way out of it. I would say, Tony, with a history check of 12, knowing that you're dealing with the River Styx at this point, you get the feeling that it would take full sustained immersion for a permanent memory loss. So this is probably not permanent. It'll probably wear off after a little bit. But that was a big gulp, so you don't know how long.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Vicki, I need you to roll me a d20 and just let me know the result. No modifiers. Just give me the raw roll.
No.
Okay.
Roll.
Roll.
/R. Yeah, space 1d20.
15.
Okay, 15. Got it. All right, cool. Sounds good.
I share that information with the team. Yeah.
You don't have to trust any of us, but let me tell you something that is true. You should know this in your heart of hearts. Every single one of us here, except for me, you could kick their ass. The only one who is a real threat to you right now is me. And I'm going to give you my weapons if you feel threatened by us right now, because that's what family does.
It's so
Are you
cute.
telling me I have more than one heart?
It's so precious. One day
Okay.
they will recognize you as the strongest of them.
That you have more than one
I don't
what?
know about that.
Hot. You said in my heart of hearts. In my heart of hearts, I have more than one heart. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm looking over to Tony like, do we?
Well, apparently you know that a turtle cock is about half its body, so how do you not know about how many hearts it has?
But does Frankie actually does he toss them down at his feet or throw them near me?
I'm gonna toss my size and my moon touch longsword to you.
I am a
Handle
shell
first.
on the ground right now.
All right, yeah, Unabomber Miggy, what are you doing?
He went to shell.
She's swinging around her hammer. Victoria scares the shit out of Miggy. So as soon as she started swinging her hammer, I just went to shell. Like I was
That's
swinging.
fair.
Nope.
I mean, that's a decent choice.
I am going to.
I'm probably in my shell doing this.
Okay.
I'm swinging the hammer around, and he kicks the sword towards me, and I go to pick up the sword to be two-handed defensive.
Okay.
Because I'm terrified and I have no idea what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, it's a good idea. Arm yourself, but I mean, come on, you made him go to shell, right? I gotta, come on, buddy. I'm gonna like stroke his shell and like sing that little song. You know the song. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Never
And then all of a sudden, like I hear him singing that song, and I put down the moon sword and I just hold my hammer and like take a step back from everybody and kind of calm down a little bit because I recognize that song. I'm like, okay.
I'll say that.
Has she stopped freaking out?
I'm still very wary, but I calm down very
But-
slightly.
But maybe we should walk back to the house. She'll get better. She didn't fully immerse herself in the river, so
Yeah, we shouldn't go in it. It's bad.
No, yeah, or drink it. Yeah. What's
I think if we rest, and then I could probably remove curse it, but we got to rest first because I can't do it. So then we can probably drink it for at least a little bit, before it goes bad. I think we might be able to remove curse that.
Yeah, I agree. So
but
we should go back to that house. Person who does not know us. As you can see, this is kind of a messed up place.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We're going to go over to that dwelling and rest. You're welcome to come with us. We're not weird. I know you don't believe us, but you're actually family. You can stay wherever you like. And, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see. And I basically follow them from about 15, 20 feet away from them. 30 feet away from them.
Can you take those weapons? Can you take those weapons with you? The ones what I throw at you, because I'm eventually gonna want them back, but I don't want to hold on to them.
I walk away from the weapons, and you can pick them up yourself.
Come on.
I'm not your mother.
I have Tiny Tony.
I don't pick
Tiny
things up
Tony
for you.
flies up. He's like,
how would you even know?
Picks him up, brings him to you.
Oh, okay. So you got little slaves working for you. I see how.
He's my homunculus servant that I created.
Servant. You said the word anyway. You said the S word anyway.
Yeah, he's my vassal.
Okay, yeah, cannot.
We have a symbiotic relationship.
Frankie's all right. I don't know about this.
You're very one-sided to me.
The one in the shell, definitely okay. Frankie's all right. Don't know about the other shady dude in the back. Point at that guy, looks like a fucking ghost.
You pointing at me?
Yes, I'm pointing at you. He looks like a
You
cast.
pointing at me?
Got a big fucking scary iron mask. Of course.
Yeah, I got a metal mask on. Do I still have the Eldritch cannon on my shoulder?
Yeah, if it's been less than an hour, yeah.
Looks like a Mandalorian looking guy.
So everybody should have 11 temp HPs until we take our long rest.
Me included?
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't know about none of yous.
All right, so we go back to get some
when
rest.
it finally comes down, I get out of shell.
And if it's not clear, I did pick up my weapons. Just in case you get halfway down this and you'd be like, you never said, Seth, that you picked up your weapons. And I'll be like, come on!
I said Tiny Tony brought them to you.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes, thank you. You did.
So,
Yeah.
this time, instead of being right there, this time it takes you about a full 10 minutes to walk back. Now, Vicki has no recollection of that, but the rest of you feel like that, wow, this is a lot longer going back than not. Give me a round of perception checks.
I don't have a real good sense of time.
Yeah, Anton, it's all the same to you.
Seemed the same amount of time to me.
Hey, boys. You,
I mean, please just do, I mean, I got a 25, so maybe I spotted something, but how much time is that?
Anton, off in the distance, you actually hear something really, really strange, like a low rumbling sound. After a minute or two, it seems like it's getting louder, and Vicki, you hear it as well. You start to hear it as well. Give me actually it triggers the memory of hearing the sounds of things in Tony's workshop, but bigger, just a low thrumming growl. And as it gets louder, you can also hear rumbling earth.
Like as if it were a bunch of demons in leather, wearing leather devil jackets, riding mechanical horses.
I mean, I don't. That sounds very metagaming. I don't know where the hell you got that impression from. But it sounds like a low rumble off in the distance, and it sounds like it's getting a little bit louder enough that Vicki starts picking it up too. But then after a little bit, it kind of fades out again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Did anyone else hear that? It's going away now. Okay, like there was some weird ground weather or something.
That you guys?
No.
Oh.
I heard nothing.
Okay, so when we get back to the shelter that has no roof, I'm gonna take out my 2-person tent that I have rolled up and strapped, and then I'm gonna try and take the canvas and like stretch it out and make it into a roof.
All right.
And if I need to, I'm gonna cut it and then mend it into a shape that'll work for it.
Okay, so you take you actually kind of like take the time to take your 2-person tent is basically like a piece of canvas with a rope that suspends it up, and then some stakes. You stake it into the ground. You tie the rope up. You put the canvas over. You tie the canvas to the rope, and it actually looks like good. It looks like it'd be a decent shelter for a little bit. And then a strong wind kicks up and just rips the stakes right out of the ground, and the canvas goes off, floating in the air down the way like a sail.
Oh, come on.
Well, at least you're trying. I appreciate that.
This place is a dick.
Well said, Frankie. Well said.
2-person tent removed from inventory.
Hey guys, you all saw how she responded to that song when I was singing Miggy's little song, like what Mama Sandy used to sing. You remember the song that she used to sing for cousin Vicki, right?
Yeah.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown.
What is this? Why did I say that word?
It's a song we sang as kids.
Yeah. You know, sometimes when you're feeling sad, you got to experience shiny stuff. Shiny stuff like you can only get downtown.
Downtown.
Yeah. Like when you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown.
Shiny things. I mean,
Give me a wisdom save there, Nat. Give me a wisdom save.
Thank you. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, downtown, every major, even small cities have downtowns. And that's just like a ba 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 da 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 da. That's all it is, you know? That's all it is.
To be fair,
somehow you're confusing this with the chorus of Memory from Cats, and it just doesn't seem like it's tracking very well.
So, like, I take another step back. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like maybe you guys maybe put the water in, and then I don't know, something's going on, and I just kind of like take another step back.
Okay, so technically you are not incorrect about that conclusion. We did put the water in the pot. That was a thing that we did.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember, but you're admitting it right now. You just admitted that you put the water in the pot. So.
Vicki? Yeah. Vicki, sorry. Vicki? You're Vicki, okay? Okay, so you're Victoria. That's your name. I know you don't remember it. That's okay. I forget things all the time. I forget things all the time.
It's true.
And I know it helps me.
Vicki.
Vicki. And anyway, it helps me. I just, whenever I don't know what's going on, I just do whatever Frankie tells me to.
Oh, well, I am not going to do what a man tells me to do. And beyond that, you keep calling me Vicki. It's not.
So I pull out a couple of my drawings.
Vicky. I don't come at the end of the friggin' alphabet. Okay.
So I pull out one of my drawings, and it's like, and where we're all labeled and we're like fighting. So this is you, and this is when you killed the alligator and saved me from drowning. And this is
It sounds very
when you
cool, but I have a completely different life than that. Okay.
And this is when we were in the barrel mazes, and I was surrounded by all those things, and Frankie was fighting off all the things, and you shot the bad guys and killed them, and you were all big hero that day. And this is us together, and this is us together.
Little shell boy, I understand. You're showing me some really nice pictures, okay? And the little pictures, they have the little arrow, and it says, "Oh, look, little Vicky or whatever." That's not my Vicky, not my name. Okay?
I'm just
you
curious.
Keep calling me this thing, and it's not the thing that I am. So like, I think you're confusing me. It must be a doppelganger kind of situation.
I'm just wondering that you got some really shiny weapons. Then I think they got names on them, and I think you even got a little necklace with the name on it. Just take a look.
Yeah, you bedazzled all of your weapons and totally spelled out your name in the jewelry, in the bejeweling, in the truly ghost fashion.
I don't see it. With my
one time that you could use a fucking good die roll. All right, the one time I wanted you to get a good die roll. All right, that's what I get for wanting it.
I have not rolled above a 5 tonight.
Hey, look. You don't got to be rude to him. He's doing his best to try and help you out here. The point he's trying to make here is that you are the second most capable combatant in this group after me.
So I'm going to probably actually the third most capable combatant, Casan, but we will unlock your true potential soon enough.
So I'm gonna crush up some of my incense.
You might need to teach him a lesson at some point in humility.
I would like to go big, please.
That ain't happening.
Okay, so I'm gonna take it.
What's that?
What Nat said?
What'd you say, Nat?
I'd like to go big, please.
Okay. Oh shit! It's escalating. Here we go.
And I'm just gonna get big and just hold my hammer and just be there.
All right, you drop your incense, and oh boy,
I just back up into a corner and say, you know what? I feel like everyone could just use a little nap. Like everyone could just take a breather.
A nap sounds great.
I'm going over here.
A nap sounds
I'm
great.
going over here. Tony, you keep an eye out. All right.
Yeah.
And suddenly the word nap is like, I just really want to take a nap.
Okay. Well,
and then I just start just laying down, and I'm like, I'm gonna take a nap.
All right. If you guys are gonna start taking actually taking rests, I need to know what the watch is.
Oh, I'm gonna watch the whole time. I'm probably not gonna get the benefits of this long rest. Maybe a short rest. I mean, I guess if I'm keeping watch, I can be that's a short rest. That's no problem.
Okay.
Danny Tony's watching. So
who's my first shift?
Let Tiny Tony go first, so I can get that short rest in.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Casan would be okay with a short rest too, if we want to do like a longer watch situation.
So I'm going to.
What's up?
So when she stops freaking out again, I'm gonna come back out of shell, and then I'm gonna take up one of my candles. I'm gonna mush the wax and cut it out into little bits and kind of add a little bit of lamp oil to it to make it nice and make it a kind of creaminess. And then I'm gonna carve up the incense into the wax, the oily wax, the salve, right? I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put it under my nose, and I'm gonna eat some of the food.
Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. 19.
You choke it down.
Yep.
Yeah, you choke it down. You manage to actually keep it down. Doesn't taste great, but you try your best not to think about it. And
but I can't.
Yeah.
I can't taste most of it because.
Yeah, that actually helps a little bit.
Here you guys go.
I'll give you ingenuity for that. Yeah.
Is that inspiration or just ingenuity? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll give you inspiration for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Frankie, are you actually doing healing right now?
Yeah, it's my my short resting.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. Cool. How many hit dice are you burning?
3.
Okay. Cool. How many? So now, who's taking a long rest right now, or who's planning on taking a long rest? 1, 2, 3. All right. And cool. Paulie, since you control Tiny Tony, I need you to roll a d20 for me. $19. Okay. The three of you go to sleep. Casan, Seth, and Tiny Tony, the three of you are sitting up, watching, kind of like looking about. Seth, it's kind of unsettling as Casan seems to be talking, whispering to himself intensely sometimes. Tiny Tony is kind of flying about above, just keeping, lazy circles, just keeping an eye out in general. But yeah, you can actually hear Casan muttering to himself off in his corner of the building where he seems to be trying to keep an eye out.
Hey, Casan.
Yeah, Frankie.
You're freaking me out.
Sorry, man.
Hey,
what am I doing?
You're talking to yourself, but like real loud. But you're talking to the sword, right?
Yeah.
What is his name? Hawk Rocks? Pop Rocks?
I think he's funny.
Todd Rocks.
Todd Rocks. Okay.
Todd Rocks. You fucking imbecile.
You ever wonder if you took your sword and you dipped it in the water, would it stop being such a dick?
That thought hadn't occurred to me, Frankie.
I was just wondering.
Well, maybe if you slip, maybe then he'd stop being a complete gaping asshole. Or you could at least challenge him for a domination or superior. I think you should put him in his place. Trust me, I would be more than happy to help.
Hey, you know what else I was thinking?
Hold on a second.
I think it's an excellent idea, and I think you consider it.
This is a spicy sword, Frankie. What were you thinking?
I was wondering if we got like flasks full of that water, could we like throw them on bad guys and then make them good guys?
I don't know. I mean, probably make them like neutral guys, right? They just forget everything.
I mean, that's easier, right? Wouldn't that be funny? You're like fighting somebody and they're like, I hate you. I want to stab you in the face. And you're like, you want to stab who in the face? And they're like, who am I? What?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good idea.
I could probably like hold somebody down, like pour a little of that down their throat. It'd be funny.
That would be fun. I mean, I'm just hoping it wears off. Like
major contender from this one now too. He's a bully. Casan needs to be put in his place. Come, wield me and fool down. Establish your domination over this crew of misfits and morons.
I think you have a bit of a warped view on the hierarchy around here and the type of people these are.
What are you trying to say?
It's not you, Frank. It's the sword is like instigate. It's an instigatory element here.
Make a what check?
Frankie, I need an insight check.
Insight, okay. 9.
Yeah, it's 100% not about the sword. He's talking about you.
Yeah, what are you trying to say? You think Vicki could take me?
What?
You saying we're in some sort of hierarchical confusion?
No,
because I don't think so.
Yes.
Because
I am saying that. I'm saying that to the sword, It's confused.
See, you're
Wait,
going to save
so
everyone a
you-
lot of
you
trouble if
think
you just
that-
put this fucking moron down.
So
Yeah,
you
I
think
disagree.
Vicki could take me out? But I won't fight Vicki. That's the thing. So like
Casan, give
maybe,
me a wisdom
but
save.
like we'll never know.
Wisdom save?
Wisdom save.
15.
Yeah. It almost feels like the sword tried. Whoop, nope, you shook it off.
Okay, Frankie, I'm
15.
not talking about what you're
Good enough.
talking about here.
Okay, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about this sword is like, I think it's a bad operator over here.
Oh, we gotta dunk it then.
It's talking about dominating people and like putting people in their place. It's got unkind things to say about you that I don't agree with. And it's like it's poking at the back of my head. I don't like it.
Okay, hold on. Point of clarification: it is saying unkind things that you don't agree with, or it is like saying both unkind things that you do and don't. So it's a mixture thereof.
The unkind things it's saying, I disagree with.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, we gotta dunk
Take
it.
a deception or persuasion check, and then Seth, you can make an insight.
Okay. 21. Okay, good.
I mean, you think in general. In general.
All right.
You
See,
really
we
believe that
gotta
you're the
dunk it.
weaker one. Oh no! Please don't do that.
What?
What?
What are you saying? I got voices coming all over the place here. Sword, what did you just say?
Oh, I said we gotta. Oh, sword. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I think the sword might be bad, Frankie.
Yeah, we gotta dunk it.
We're being honest here. It wants me to start kicking
No,
people's asses.
don't
It said something about bringing the end times. I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like the first part, kicking people's asses. That sounds great, but like indiscriminately,
Well,
maybe not.
It was saying like current company. It wants me to like dominate everyone, and
It wants you to turn against family.
That's why I'm saying
High
it
Guy
doesn't
will
understand that.
Harm me and spur me, vassal.
What?
I said that
What?
we got to dunk it because it's trying to turn you against family. That's no good.
Yeah.
Were you saying what to the sword? I was unclear.
These tiles and shells do not care about that I do. They walk around fearfully on. You have to put on, and things. You are a weakling and warm-blooded liability. You need to.
Oh, okay, Frankie. In
Yeah.
your opinion, am I a pink-skinned weakling?
Well, you're not a weakling.
Make a deception or persuasion check, whichever you feel is appropriate, with an opposed insight check.
Oh, sorry, that was perception. But let's see. Persuasion is only one more than that, or one less than that.
All right, you get the feeling. Yeah, I might have you guys start just whispering those rolls to me because I don't want people calling. But
okay,
yeah. For the moment, though, you feel like he's gone.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we got to
I'm
dunk
gonna
it.
I'm gonna try to put the sword hilt down.
Make a.
That's like my 6th failure tonight. Like, what the?
Yep.
You hold it out down, and you find that your arm just itself to the ground. You know you love me.
Hey, you okay?
Baby.
This is a problem, Frankie.
No, with a wisdom saving throw, you're perfectly all
Todd
right with
Crux,
this.
I don't know how I feel about you. Huh? Oh yeah. It's like,
With a
I'm
wisdom
fine.
saving throw of 1, you're no, this is fine. I can control. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine, Frankie. It's fine.
Okay, well, look, I'm glad you can control this thing, but we got to dunk it, right? Todrick Hall cannot control your life.
I do not want to be dunked.
Yeah.
You
Well,
will
if
not
you don't
dunk
want to be
me.
dunked, you should
In the river
stop
stick.
saying mean things about everything.
Make a persuasion check.
$24.
You may refrain from criticizing for the time being, but just believe me when I say that not only are they weaker than you, they will soon prove, and that is not a threat. That is a fact.
They will soon what?
You'll learn.
The river lag took your words.
You'll learn soon enough. Time warps around here very strangely. Perception check on that, Matt. We're going to use that to our advantage here.
16?
It sounded like he said something, or the sword said something along the lines that they'll prove to be a lot of danger soon enough.
Missed it again. It said something soon enough.
I think liability?
I don't know. Don't be helping him, Seth. You don't hear.
I
I
love
love it,
it.
though.
I just think we should dunk it.
You guys will have to go back and watch the archive later. So. At this point, you guys, you're watching. What do you want to do now? Who do you want to wake up? Or do you want to keep, or do you want to just keep waiting?
I got this. I'm good. I'm going to flag Tiny Tony down real fast.
I would like
Yeah,
to keep
yeah.
sleeping. I would just like to sleep. I need to sleep this off.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Tiny Tony.
Yeah.
Look, I
normally don't answer
Here's what
you,
I'm
but
thinking.
you seem nice. What's up?
No. You don't got to answer to me. I'm a little concerned about that sword that Casan's got over there, right? So if you could borrow it from him real
Yeah, what about
fast.
it?
You
What?
just borrow it very subtle like and dunk
You're
it
making this
in
conversation.
the river.
Mhm.
As well, let's find out.
Yeah.
Oh, holy crap. 15. In the grand scheme of things, not too bad.
Ron, what is your passive perception?
Passive perception is 13.
Oh, yay.
All right. So yeah, you don't about what's going on. And you're like kind of watching, looking out around, and you don't notice them conversing. You saw Tiny. You see them chatting over there. You don't think anything weird about it. Yeah. You want me to take it and toss it in the water?
No. Don't toss it in the water. Dunk it in the water. Hold it down real fast and then pull it out and bring it back.
Okay.
Like,
What's that gonna do? Is it dirty?
yeah, I think so. I think it's dirty. I think we got to clean that up. It's got to clean up its act, you know?
Oh yeah. You gotta keep your weapons clean. Very important.
Yeah, thanks, Tony. Thanks, Tiny Tony. That's
You want
gonna
me
be
to do
real
it
big.
now?
Yeah.
Go now?
Well, do it when he's not paying attention, you know?
All right. So with that, what happens next? So it's about the time that the shift or the over. So who wants to who wants to rest and who wants to stay awake, or who are you waking up?
Staying awake.
Casan could use some rest.
Okay. Casan's gonna use some
Sleeping.
rest. Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, Vicky's gonna stay asleep. Casan, are you waking anybody up? You waking up Mikey? You waking up Paulie?
Yeah.
Or maybe Tony?
I'm sleeping for that long rest, but unless Tiny Tony, yeah.
Okay. I mean, you can still have a little split shift of sleep. You can.
Yeah. I can split it up.
Keeping watch is not enough to break up a long rest as long as you do get some sleep. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So you wake up, and Casan, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh,
13.
All right, 13. Yeah, you curl up. You wake up, Tony. You can knock on a shell, and you curl up off to the side there, and you actually go out pretty quickly. Hey, boss. Hey, boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't.
You know, Frankie, he's being weird. He's being nice to me. He usually tries to. It's really weird. But he wants me to take your hockey mask buddy's sword and go throw it in the water.
Throw it in the water?
Yeah, he wants to take it and put it in the water.
And leave it there, bring it back.
It sounds like he wants me to bring it back, but he sounds like he wants me to drown the thing. It sounds like it's dirty. Is it okay?
Yeah. Just, do real subtle like. We'll see. It's
Okay.
kind of a...
Give me a stealth check.
$17.
17. All right. He goes over and takes. Where is the hilt? You sleep. Where do you keep it?
Probably would just like set it down next to me, like next to my bedroll, like in between my backpack. Gotta be lying down. I have my backpack next to me, and then the hilt would be in between that. So,
Actually, Tiny
Okay,
Tony is a
sounds good.
+4 to stealth. That'd be a 20 for Tiny Tony.
Tiny Tony, copy that. All right, you asleep, Casan. Tony, pick the hilt. He starts flying off. Gentlemen, give me a perception check, real. Seth and Tony, or Paulie.
Oh, come on.
welcome to my world, Frankie.
Yeah.
I don't even have a mask that's obstructing my vision.
4.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. All right, you guys get up. You walk, picks it up, and starts flying off. After, he starts flying, get like 10, 20, 30, 40 feet away, 50 feet away. A blast of energy flies from the ground past Tiny Tony, and you hear a voice say out loud from behind you, "That was a warning shot." And you turn and you see Casan standing there, but it is not Casan's voice. And his head looks a little tilted weird. His arm seems out in a way that is not normally, and I hold it at. If you're not concerned about your own well-being, then perhaps you're concerned about his.
I'm gonna grapple him, so we can't do that. I'm gonna grapple him and I'm gonna pin him. I'm gonna use my 2 attacks, grapple and pin. Okay.
Oh, boy.
I've got great rolls so far. Here we go. Oh, jeez, criminy.
Yeah. All right. That's proficiency on initiative. All right, so I got a 10. First thing he does is cast darkness. So now everything is dark within the area. Casan, give me a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, I got a 10 on my. I'm see it's not being into a roll 20, by the way. 10. You can see it in the D&D Beyond law. I got a 10 on my initiative. So he goes first. Cast darkness centered in this space, and you always continue to say, if you continue to make a move, I'm going to puppet this thing. Your friends first, and then you in darkness. So you can either yield and return hilt to me right now, or I will destroy you all using your best friend's abilities.
It's got a real overestimation of what it is that Casan can do.
I'm going to let him know you said that. He already knows for a fact that he's the youngest of the 5 of you. He's looking for the right opportunity.
You think Casan thinks he could kill all of us single-handedly? What is he, me?
Yeah, all right. Perception check as you're trying to hear in the darkness here.
Perception.
And as you're in the darkness, what is it you're saying that I'm going to let that be the end of be the end of Casan's turn. He's not doing anything yet. Yeah, Frankie, you feel like you have a general idea of where he's at? Because I am monologuing a lot, so you have a location.
I'm trying to figure out something.
Okay.
And that is, does my moon-touched longsword illuminate darkness? Because it is a magical light source. It is a persistent thing, and it is greater. Might be greater than a level 2.
No.
Which is what it needs to be be able to shine through the darkness. Okay.
It would not actually pierce full warlock darkness. So no. But basically, the whole inside of the ruins here are completely blacked out for the moment. What you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to feel him out and grapple him then.
Okay, give me a roll with disadvantage.
All right, I will do that. Yes, negative. Yeah, it's working out great so far.
Yep. No, you whiff. You get nothing but air.
All right. I'm gonna rage with my bonus attack, or sorry, with my bonus action here.
Okay.
And that means that bonus action. Where's my rage? Rage.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Let the angry, you big giant goof.
Where is
you
it?
are so grossly incompetent that you can't.
Can I hear that? That I'm being called grossly incompetent?
Absolutely. Yes, 100%.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Wild Surge. Here it is. A 5. And that gives me... Whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage as magic lashes out in retribution. Okay, so I'm real mad.
So you got Hellish Rebuke going.
I got magical... Right. Yeah, and I'm going to use my second attack now to go after him, but I'm going to recklessly attack. That doesn't take me a bonus action to do, right? Double checking. Oh, when you make your first attack on your turn. Nope, you can't do it.
You can't do it.
Nevertheless.
All right.
Here's my second attack. Oh, jeez, criminy.
Not so much. Okay. That's it for your turn. Tony, what do you want to do? And what do you order Tony to do?
Can I do a skills check?
What skill check do you want to do?
Arcana to think of whether something as powerful as the River of Styx would have any effect on something that's extraplanar, like I know that Silt is, or whether it would basically be the equivalent of.
Arcana check.
Yeah. Thank God. 20.
I'm going to go look something up fast that it's not. I will let you know. Give me one moment.
Am I being too disruptive? I'm sorry if I am, guys.
I feel like this needs to happen before things get worse.
So, when I finish my long rest, I'll be able to remove curse. So this is all... Yeah. No. But Frankie, whatever. Frankie wouldn't know. Go ahead.
I really don't know that. Yeah.
Was it one session? Was Brute's Anatomy one full session or 2 sessions?
I think it was.
There
was like a big setup.
Yeah.
And then the actual act was a session.
And then only to find out that the head priest could have cast it himself as he looks on the entire time.
So it's really consistent for us, is what you're saying.
Yeah. It's on brand. 100%.
Absolutely.
Just as on brand is how all of our rolls are terrible.
Mine have been great today.
Been a rough night.
That's true. Yeah, mine and Casan's trash.
Oh my
Vicky's
God.
only trash when it's really, really clutch.
Yeah, absolutely. When I need to kill somebody, 20s. But when I need to remember something, it's not. No, I don't need to do that.
All right. Here's on that dirty 20. You're thinking through everything that you know, and ultimately you're like, well, fuck it. There's only one way to find out because there's nothing specific. Extraplanar intelligent weapons being in something as the River Styx. But you think that, when you find the irresistible force and the immovable, one way to find out what's up, and that's just that's your scientific.
Throw a portable hole in a bag of holding and let it see what happens.
I mean,
if anything, there's a good indication that this is going to work because he really doesn't want us to do it.
So I am going to I'm going to tell Tony to fly low, and I'm going to dash after him and tell him to use his dash action to fly towards the river.
Got
And,
it. Okay,
use my
10
shell.
minutes away. Roll me a D100, please.
Okay. $93.
93.
I hope high is good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll let you know in a minute. It is Casan's turn again. Going to cast. Your first and second level spells, or do you only have third level? For some reason,
They're on the spell tab, Greg.
I'm looking on the spell tab. I only smart ass motherfucker.
They might just be. They're probably just showing that way because a warlock spell things are whatever your max spell level is. So,
got
you see the little blue indicators above the cast tells you the actual level.
All right, so you only have
I
two.
believe it on OGL 1.1.
You only have 2 spells per day.
Got one left now. Yeah.
Yeah, after blowing darkness. Yeah, he's going to cast Hex. Oh wait, darkness is goes Hex. So never mind. He's not going to cast Hex. I need to know. Oh, I get advantage because you. Oh no, you. Yes, I do get advantage because technically he's invisible to you, and you can't see him. So, does 24 hit you?
Yeah. You're
Okay.
talking to me, right?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yep. You're gonna get hit in the chest for 8 points of damage, and
Cool.
if you're raging, it's down to 4.
Excellent. And Casan takes 2 force damage.
Got it. All right. Ooh, that stings. Me and Vicki, I need you both to make perception checks with disadvantage.
Oh, we don't have that temp HP anymore. Sorry.
Yeah.
Miggy, you're muted.
Lowest roll was a 22.
Got it. Okay. Miggy, you hear the chaos and you hear a zap and Frankie kind of and well, and you hear a voice that's unfamiliar to you say, "Oh, that was unnecessary." Yeah, you both wake up, and also it is darn to make a concentration check. Let's see how his concentration is.
Oh, true.
I take damage. Yep, made it with a flying colors. 23.
Dang it! Why now?
Right?
Yeah, right.
Where are the ones?
Now I have to roll
Tell me why.
Casan, you to actually, yeah, you're still technically unconscious right now, but actually with the 2 points of damage, give me a wisdom saving throw.
What do you get?
All right, 10.
10.
Yeah, not quite enough.
Take my inspiration.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
9.
As in, did you succeed? 9.
9.
Nice.
This is what happens every time I give my inspiration to someone else.
Frankie, you're up.
All right. This time I'm going to recklessly attack in order to attempt to grapple him.
Okay, and now it's just a straight roll because you still can't see.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, baby.
All right, yeah, you grab onto him.
All right. So if I'm grappling him, and then I got to make an opposed athletics check there. Possessed Casan.
Opposed athletics coming in.
Seriously? Fine. Whatever. Oh, hey, I won.
There you go. I would hope so with a plus 10. God.
I rolled a 5.
John, you suddenly find yourself, and oh God, you're this I might have to rethink this relation. Now I have to make.
What am I hearing in my head?
Because I completely biffed one of for the 2 points of or for the 2 different bits of damage I took, because I took 5 bludgeoning when and another 2 from the
2 from the thing. Yeah.
Cool. Darkness goes away and find Miggy. You see Frankie choking out Casan, grappling him and choking. And in the meantime,
Frankie.
yeah.
I think Tony and I continue our dash towards the sticks.
Yeah, you come up over that
okay.
rise again, and it seems like it's even closer this time. Yeah, 93 was a great roll for that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take some string and give it to Tiny Tony and have him create a little rope around the the sword hilt so that he, when it goes in the water, he's not going in the water with it.
Okay.
And
I need Tiny Tony to make a Constitution save real quick.
Okay. Yeah, looks like it does not have. Okay. So be straight off of his.
Yeah, he actually. I need him to take a. He's gonna get zapped with some sort of energy for about 10 points coming, or for 7 points coming from the hilt.
Okay.
Yep. No! Boss, I don't like this thing.
It's being an asshole.
Should I put it in the water?
Yeah.
All right. So he takes it and grabs one end of the string, and in your mind, Casan, you're hearing, no, God's damn it, no. Ah!
So I'm awake at this point.
Oh, you are very much awake at this point, and
Okay.
I need you to make a Constitution save as you're being choked the fuck out.
Choke the fuck out. All right, 15.
All right, yeah, you managed to stay conscious for the moment, but you've got a very frothing, raging Frankie cutting off your air supply at the moment, and you're starting
go to sleep.
Yeah, you're starting to twitch, and your legs starting to go buckle out from under you. Miggy and Vicki, you both wake up and you're seeing this, and go ahead and roll initiatives real quick. We'll get you in the order this round.
It's going to be a 21 for me.
All right, Vicki,
one-
all of your greatest fears about these guys have been confirmed now. What do you want to do?
So I still can't remember anything.
You have no recollection of shit.
Great. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay, there's a lot happening. I would. How far am I from the river itself?
I mean, like you experience. Actually, you have no recollection. You know it's about 10 minutes away based on your walk back, but you have no recollection of the time dilation or anything like that. So you don't know if it'll be really long or really short.
Okay, copy.
They've been infected with the lag.
Yeah. Yeah. Now they're frozen.
Everyone,
Oh, no, there
give
they go.
Nathalie your energy.
Yeah, Nat, what was that you're saying?
No. Too much energy.
All right, Nat, what was that?
So I guess, can I see the river?
You're going to head for the river?
The question was, can she
Can
see
I
the
see
river?
it?
Not where she's at right now, not in the rooms.
Okay.
You can hear it, though.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna hold my turn for a reaction.
Okay.
I don't
Copy
really
that.
know. I don't really know what's going on, so I'm just gonna be about 25 to 30 feet away from everybody with my hammer ready.
Got it. All right. And you're like, I knew it, you sons of bitches. I knew it. I couldn't trust any of you motherfuckers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Casan, it's your action. I need you to make an athletics check and then a save, possibly a save against getting choked out like a bitch.
Is this an opposed athletics check against me?
That's correct.
Okay, because I remembered that while I'm raging, I have this at advantage.
Yep.
Well, good thing too, because a 1 or a 4 there on that roll made a huge difference.
All right, yeah, you're still. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw right now.
That's
Go.
number 5.
My God.
Wow.
Number 5 critical fail to me.
Failure. The fucking dice hate us all. It's got to be the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you, Matt, with that, you actually start slipping consciousness. And you actually, it's not just because of the fact that Frankie's got your carotid cut off, but you feel a surge of panic and fear go through your bond.
Yeah.
And it's enough to actually like overload your central nervous system, and you just you go night night.
Take me home, Frankie.
Yeah, you forgot to tap. You know. So. Frankie, yeah, you could still be choking him out. So, because you are raging, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw against like actually choking him completely to death instead of just unconscious.
14.
14. All right, yeah. So you recognize the fact that your target here has gone limp.
Okay, he's good. I'm gonna stop choking him, but I'm just gonna hold him in place. Vicki, you're up. Hi.
Vicki.
What do you want to be called?
Calling me that.
Because it's your name. What do you want to be called?
All right, Miggy, you're up. What are you doing? I'm giving you 6 seconds of conversation, and now we get back at it.
I don't know what's going on. I don't understand. Frankie wrestling people is not weird to me. So I'm pretty sure I just kind of roll over and go back to sleep.
Yeah. That's fine. Hey, Paulie, I need you to make a perception check real quick.
Okay.
I mean, really, my big brother like wrestling you, like, here, smell this. Here, smell this. This isn't that weird.
Yeah. Paulie, you hear often as you're standing close to the river and you're watching as Tiny Tony has still smoking. Tiny Tony has the rope with the sword hilt in there, and the sword is taking a nice long soak in the river Styx here. You are hearing what sounds like loud conversation someplace nearby. And what you're hearing is, oh God, what did I do with it?
That's something weird to hear.
Oh, hold on. You hear 4 targets out in the open, out. In response, you hear RF, DCP, DCICM in effect, 5 rounds firing. Shot out. Shot over.
Fuck.
Splash over. Splash out.
Splash out.
I need everybody to make deck saves.
Including me by the river?
As you hear coming into the house.
Just the people
is this
in the house?
something? Is this an effect that I can see?
You all hear like a whistling over the wind.
Can I see this thing that I'm making a dex save against?
You hear it before you see it, but you look up and it looks like there's literally a ball of hellfire soaring through the sky, arcing towards you.
Okay, so then I get to roll it with advantage. That's the reason I asked. Because if I can see it, then it's fine.
All right.
Are you taking Casan with you, Frankie? Because he's unconscious.
I mean,
I'm assuming I don't get a dexterity save here.
So I critted. So I recognize the danger, and I dive. Like, I get up and I dive over Casan and use my shield mastery skill to cover us both, reducing all damage to 0.
All right. Well, that's fantastic then. I'll let that happen. But in the meantime, it actually lands probably about a good 50 feet beyond the ruins and explodes. And you actually see like a wall of dirt, a mound of dirt come up and actually kick back over you guys. Paulie, you hear adjust fire.
Are we in Dungeons and Dragons Call of Duty?
Oh boy. How far? I move in the direction of this Spada.
Yeah, you hear them shout out another set of coordinates. This one and another thump. And you come up over a rise, and it looks like a ways away. I want to say about a good maybe 150 feet away or so. You see what looks to be a pair of, almost like tiefling-looking motherfuckers, but not quite. There's something that just looks even more fiendish and devilish about them than usual. But you see one of them with a spyglass talking to others that look like they have a mortar in the shape of a dragon's mouth that they are loading up and firing. And you look as they fire off another one. And this one comes in. I need another round of dex saves. This one is you hear another whistle.
Ha!
Fine.
There you go. There you go. Anton's got it. You guys, you actually, Anton, you hear this one come in real close and real tight, and you feel something literally bounce off of your shell and bounce off into the air and explodes in the air about 30, 40 feet above you guys. You could feel the hellfire, like incinerating the air around you, and you are remarkably okay, but you actually you feel like that you got knocked, like hammered into the ground about 6 inches into the dirt.
I'm sorry, Casan. I'm sorry. I grab him and I run.
Yeah, got it. Paulie, you hear them go, fire for effect.
I continue dashing. I continue moving toward.
Roll me a D100.
$49.
49. All right. It's going to take you at least 3 rounds to get there.
Okay. I tell Tony to keep the thing submerged, but to follow along in the river. Basically, tugboat that motherfucker.
All right. That's a strong tide, so I need him to make a strength check. Tiny Tony's dealing with a tiny anchor is what he's dealing with. Trying to keep up with you doing a full dash.
I tell him to follow at his pace. He doesn't need to.
Give me a strength check anyway.
Yeah. 3.
He loses his grip.
Okay.
Shit. Sorry, boss.
That's all right, buddy. You're what's more important.
Casan, you feel a sudden, unrelenting urge to run towards the river.
But I'm unconscious.
You will when you wake up. We'll get into it later. All right. Yeah, and suddenly they're going to fire off a couple more rounds. At this point, I want Seth and Miggy and Vicki to make some perception checks real quick.
Nat 20. 25.
7.
11.
All right, Nat 20. With the Nat 20, Seth, you as you're running and you hear these hellfire shells hitting the ground, whoomp, whoomp, behind you. The ruins go up in smoke just as you're pulling, or go up in flame just as you're getting out of there in big dramatic fashion. But as you start diving over the next mound, you come up to the top and you see a pair of large, angry, red-scaled, red-skinned creatures, the likes of which you have never seen before. You might have heard about them. Give me a Arcana or Religion check.
Oh, you know what? I'm equally good at both of those.
That's a nice way of saying I can't do either of those.
Yeah.
Equally good.
Yeah. You have no idea what the hell they are, but they look to be about 8-9 feet tall. So that as you're coming up over the rise, they're like just standing at the base of it. So your feet are about their head level, and they turn to you, look up, snarl, and lunge for you. And that's where we're going to call it a night. All right. Awesome, guys.
I'm mostly sure we can get your lightsaber back.
I don't know if that's what we want to happen.
Gotta cleanse it real good.
Yeah.
He's got to
If I
baptize
go
it.
running into that, it's not going to matter if I go running into the river. I'm going to lose all memory. Right? Like getting submerged in that is.
Well,
There's
let's
no
see.
coming
Let's
back.
see what happens with that. That'll be interesting, I think.
I might
in
be
the
able to
meantime,
part.
yeah,
I
you've
may be able
got-
to part the Red Seas, but I don't think I will.
Yeah, I'm going to say. By the way, the creatures that you're dealing with have 4 arms. 2 of them are gigantic crab clawed.
You're saying we
Hold
got
on.
crabs.
Something like that. I'm going to put it in the roll 20 here real quick. What it is you're dealing
Demonic
with?
crabs.
Demonic crabs. Oh God! All right, come on. Stop. fighting.
Here's my real question. So, did we get a long rest in?
Negative, Ghost Rider. This is in the middle of the second watch.
So just the benefits of a short rest.
Yes, and if you want any hit points back, you're actually gonna have to burn hit dice.
Yeah, I will burn one.
Okay.
When do hit dice refresh?
After a long
Or is
rest.
it after a long rest? Okay.
After a successful long rest, yeah.
Got it.
Short rest so I can arcane recovery that. Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 hit points back.
Rerolled. I don't like nat ones on that.
Okay. Just rolling a D8. I'm gonna add 1 to it. 8, 9, yay! That's totally the max.
There you go. That's what you see. Right there. I just put it on. Oh, wait, you're not on that tabletop. Hold on. Where did I put you guys? Oh, you're still here. So this is what you wind up. For those of you looking on that on roll 20.
Ooh, can you move it a little bit into the light?
Yeah.
All right, I guess I can just move me. Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's that looks
You
dangerous.
see 2 of those.
That
Yeah.
looks dangerous.
So you're saying it's only one size category larger than me, huh?
Yes. Yes. It's a. I'm blowing it up so you guys can see it better on the tabletop. But that's you see 2 of those.
They are. So they got animal parts, but they are not animals.
No, they're not.
Okay, I'm just making sure. You know.
You're not quite sure what you're dealing with, and in the meantime, Paulie, like I said, you've got a mortar team that's shelling your.
And you said the 2 tieflings?
They look like tieflings, but that's what they look like from a distance.
Gotcha. And what distance am I at currently?
I'm going to say that with a dash, you're probably at about 90 feet or so at this point.
Okay, and they're not aware of me as of yet. Is what we're saying.
We'll see. We'll see when we pick back up. Yep.
Yeah. Gotcha. And tieflings, as tieflings, are these technically are these fiends at all, or are they?
You're not quite sure. You're not close enough yet to determine. Like the general shape looks tiefling to you based on what your knowledge is, but you don't know what you don't know for certain.
Gotcha.
Yeah. In general, your mind when you look at them says tiefling, but again, like I said, they're much darker than the previous ones that you've seen, and they're also armored.
Right.
This is part of an armored division, so they are literally armored as well as figuratively. So.
Copy that.
Yep. All righty. Well, once again, we'll go ahead and call it here. I know that tonight was a night of lag and other issues, but hopefully we won't have this problem again next week. Hopefully we won't have the rain next week, and we'll be back on everything normal. But I hope you guys had fun tonight. I know I
Absolutely.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Awesome.
sorry to Matt for losing his lightsaber. I'm sorry to Paul for talking so much. I'm sorry to Nathalie for testing my own urine.
Seth, it's always a dream with you. Yeah, I'm sorry for my he finally got his lightsaber, and Greg was like, "Yeah, you got a lightsaber, but it's a possessing asshole."
I'm writing down every nasty thing that you say about me, and it will be dealt with. I'm just letting you know.
The best I can hope to do is break the bond if we live and ever get a long rest.
Yep. We'll make it work.
Welcome.
I can't uncurse the fucking thing, but I can break
Welcome
the
to Brutes of
bond.
the Shackled City. It'll be 10 sessions until we get a long rest.
And now it's milestone XP, bitches. Suck it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, no, milestone.
Oh, we actually are this time.
No, I'm joking.
Ah,
No.
dang it.
Yeah. But hey, Seth, you can get XP for choking out a fucking Warlock.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Awesome. All righty, guys. Thank you all so much
Thank
for
you,
tuning
Greg.
in, folks. Tuned in tonight for a little bit of silliness and fun as we deal with internet issues. But thank you so much for joining us. We will be back next week. Looking forward to it. Until then, be well, be good to others, and roll them 20s.